Bill was a St. FX graduate, a very successful businessman, and a guy who had incredible contacts. I mean, he was just one of those people who could bring things together, make them happen. For more than a promoter, a guy who would bring the detail to work.
He was very interested in engineering, interested in electrical engineering, technology, very interested in music, making films. He had a big telescope. He was a man for all seasons. He had great interpersonal skills. People trusted him. They had these grand ideas, and he could get people to go along with them.
Bill was a founding member of the St. Andrews Amateur Athletic Association, 1929, and served as the unpaid manager of the town's hockey rinks. He established the St. Andrews Hockey School, which was staffed by National Hockey League players and coaches and considered the best of its kind in North America. He arranged many hockey and skating exhibitions, such as those by figure skater Barbara Ann Scott and Sonia Haney. The town arena was renamed in his honor in 1992.
After he died, I remember there was a big roast for Bill O'Neill. Many dignitaries came. We all had lobster in a box. Bleachers were full, and the floor of the arena was full, and all these people gave tribute to my uncle.
With the sandbank 100 feet high as a background, the noble St. Croix of deep cerulean blue sparkling in the autumn sunlight in front, and the music antics of diners, Boys Again for a Day, the setting was made to order for Bill O'Neill and his movie camera. He took several reels of pictures, which will be shown later in Technicolor to his friends about town.
That's early because the gray is from last season. Look at the mud in there. That's a seeder right there. Okay, that green machine is a seeder. The fellow goes in the back and he releases the seed into the furrows. This could be the barn on Sophia Street, because that's where they put the hay. No, of course they're baling that. No, that's on the farm because they're baling it from the barn. You see salting the meat. That looks like a brine barrel. Put salt in it and put water in it. You would keep. This is out at Beach Hill. This is out where Grace Helen Mowat had her farm. They were boiling the vegetable, probably cabbage, to get the dye. Yeah, see, there's the wool and yeah, exactly what they've done.
Oh, I know where that is. Good. That's out by Anderson House. But on the old road, when you came up over the hill, you turned right and went into Anderson House.
Into the gate.
And that was the rock garden. It was absolutely gorgeous.
Lady Tate was large and kindly, delightful to all her guests. The Tates gave wonderful old-fashioned tennis parties during the 30s, with everyone in their whites and delicious afternoon teas.
Thank you.
They had flunkies, worked them. Yes. Like this one. They had flunkies like you, Henry, to work the gardens. Well, better go to school. Yeah. Wait the time, road to school.
Incredible head shaves.
Oh my goodness!
He's picking something, this fellow. You're going to break his foolish neck.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
I wish I could read this paper. I can't quite read it. Yeah,
No.
Another ice cream. Where's that?
The restaurant.
That's
That's way back, because the bus stop used to be at Brown's Restaurant, eh, Dot?
Yes.
Where Andreas Hahn has that store now.
That's close to the corner of William and Water. Oh, Sydney, Halifax.
Sydney Cape
Oh,
Breton, yeah.
Right.
Oh, there's Carmelita. That's the Odell building being pulled down.
Oh, yes.
There's my house I was born in again. Doesn't look quite the same now since they put that new roof.
That has got to be, that is the Hashy boat. That's Alphonsus.
A.B. O'Neill.
There's John coming out with his hand in his pocket.
John with his hands on his hip, I think.
Henry McCoy holding the door.
That car would be 40s, wouldn't it?
That's a 40s something. There's another wedding. That's at the Wesley United Church.
Yeah.
Here's the
Oh,
United
that's
Church
United
there.
Church.
And he's in uniform.
Likely wartime.
Yep, 45 on, 46.
Whatever they can.
And
Now, who would that be? When was Doc Gaynor married? Well, she wouldn't be married in that church.
The mammoth engine has been stopped, the hum of industry has ceased, and all is quiet in the new town that started a few months ago, full of such bright hopes. Around 1939, Bill O'Neill visited the site and recorded more film.
Sardine carrier.
Yeah, his mother was from here.
A sardine carrier. Way
Yeah.
back when, because no pump on it, no radar on it, just straightforward sardine carrier.
Yeah, and not one of those fellows that worked on there could swim.
Built up in that boat.
Yes, yeah. God.
Be a sardine carrier, yeah.
you see that? The end of the wharf there, the way there's a sort of ramp just down in there. That's where the Graham and
Graham
Ann
and
used to
Ann
come in.
came in.
Yeah.
The end of that wharf, and then they
There it
load-
is, right there.
That's Gramanan, isn't it? Yeah. Got some flags on her. This is Gramanan.
Oh, there it is, being that. Yeah.
Walkway going down.
There's the town band tootling away. That was a great band, and they looked sharp in their uniforms.
Swallowtail Light. At the Vaughn's Pillows. Yeah. Lucinda. Lucinda.
There's Bill O'Neill.
Bill O'Neill there, yeah. The end. I don't know who the other two were.
I don't know either.
Oh, those were the snipes. You see that one of the boats all drawn up on the beach?
Yeah.
Those are snipes. They had 20 odd of them and they raced them. God. Oh, this is great. See the insignia on the sail? That's a snipe. I think there were a couple around even when we came in the 60s, but I don't ever remember seeing one sailing.
Oh, look at the minesweeper being launched.
I still remember being on the platform when my mother christened one of those
Did she?
minesweepers.
You see Christmas? Okay. Maybe that's the one I remember watching being launched.
Yeah, I can remember that sliding into the harbor. Everybody just held their breath and made sure it, when it hit the water, it
It still
was
floated, yeah.
upright and everything. Yeah.
I can't remember who broke the champagne over. They hit it twice before it broke.
You weren't on it, were you?
No,
When I was in high school, we used to meet in June. Every noon hour, look the girls over. They used to go right on the wharf and
Yeah.
pick sardines up. There were 2 CPR wharves,
Oh, yeah.
and they used to store the fish sardines in there, and they go down there and
Yeah.
put them in the boxcars.
There's a picture taken.
These poses.
Sometimes it's for a ride. They take us down. They got the water, then brought us back up.
Look at that. Isn't that great? In the winter.
Gotta be pre-war, this. The Model A there, what's it called that? Randall Gleason had one.
Yeah.
It's Ford. Into the 30s, maybe.
look at that. No snow tires.
There's the way to do it.
The rest of the horses on.
horses.
No, there's no shirt and tie and hat.
See, everybody did the front street, see?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's a restaurant there, the sign was showing. Bill Rollins.
Yeah.
Rand's drugstore.
They didn't carry the snow away then. It just stayed there.
That's right. That's Water Street. There's the,
There's the
gas
sign
station.
over
You can see the sign over the street.
Charlie Taylor's garage, whoever it was then.
No, I don't know.
No.
Look at the snow, look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Wonder what
And
year
it
this
would
would
come.
be.
It would come in November, and it was dead.
That's
Sarah
Sarah
Donahue's
Donahue's
house.
house that got moved.
The house below Jeff's house was the one that was moved around the corner when they built the parking lot for the CVC.
Skating.
Katie's Cove? Okay.
Katie's Cove.
Oh yeah, there's the O'Neill's barn.
Rosen. Of course, it was landlocked. That didn't happen very often.
That's the bathing beach side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We weren't allowed on that side.
Shamcook Lake certainly froze. They used to do ice. They used to take ice boats out there and sail all through one end to the other of Shamcook Lake. They say this
Shamcook Lake.
Jacket Lake. Yep, that cottage is still there.
This is cut nice. That would be the Chandlers and the O'Neills.
Yeah, and McCoy's.
McCoy's, right.
McCoy's.
Later in life was Bill Chandler. He cut for the CPR. McCoy. They ran a garage and service station where the liquor store is.
Oh, see them cut nice? And had taxis, everything.
Taxis, yeah. McCoy and O'Neill's.
They were in everything. They really were.